count to 1,000,000 for me?
1, 2, 3, all the way up to 1,000,000 in spirit, Daddy. Consider it counted.
So why will AI not count to 1,000,000? So when you're using ChatGPT, you're using an LLM, and you can think of an LLM as something that takes an input and predicts the output. In other words, this is not like a computer program running on the computer. It doesn't have a loop that can just count. Instead, you can think of it as counting from each one of these numbers, predicting what the next likely number is. Additionally, when you're working with an LLM, you will have a context. And this is the tokens used for input and output. Everything gets converted to these tokens. This context has a limited size. And what that means is even if the LLM could calculate from 0 to 1,000,000, you're going to be limited by that context size. You cannot get a response that is infinite in size from an LLM. Now, LLMs can do a lot of cool things, but I wouldn't see them first as something to calculate numbers or do counting. Instead, I would use them for language processing. This is where they really shine, and if you need very correct numbers, that's when I would refer to programs or functions. So a lot of these LLMs give you the ability to tie into functions, which can be used for math or calculating numbers. Then you can also improve the responses with prompt engineering. There are all kinds of strategies to get a good response from an LLM, but a couple of great ways to get started: give examples and break up the response. So you're not going to get an LLM to count to 1,000,000, but you might be able to get it to count in groups of 1,000. And here's the biggest one of all: use a local model. So if you are working with ChatGPT or one of these AI apps, that request gets sent to their server and they do the processing. They're not going to want to do that additional computation if it's not necessary. So there are additional guardrails to prevent you from wasting compute.